Come on, come on, come on. Stand attention. Ooh, 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 they're betting each other. The male one. Fantastic. Fantastic. Everyone? Every little bit? Come on. Fantastic. Stand attention. Stand attention. This one is the female. And also this one. But the albino one, they are the male. Fantastic. Ooh, fantastic, 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 fantastic. Yes guys, actually back again. It's your boy here Mugesi, back again to our session of today. Guys, today is a super beautiful day, and as you can take a look also the environment, how things is just look like. Today we are just outside where my mom yesterday she was just complaining a little bit that his cassava is just being stolen. And guys, as you can take a look, this is our shamba because it has just reached like this is the boundary. So the place that you see there, it is Congrats Dad's shamba, the one that has sugarcane and also sunflower at this position. So the boundary I think is just into this tree. This is the boundary. This kind of a tree here is the boundary, you see. So he planted what we call Napier grass, but with him he squeezed a little bit to our land. But you can take a look. So you know, here into mostly in African people is that when to the position of the boundary, you have to squeeze, or you have to leave a place or a distance, so that even although at a given moment it can be enough place for maybe a car or something to pass or to transpass there. So guys, come with me. So my mom, she was just complaining about people that are just stealing his cassava. So and at this moment that we are right now, it is the season where much of the how can I just call it? Is it a famine? Is it famine? Famine? No. It is a kind of situation where it reached to a given moment where there is no food stuff. Food stuff is really quite a problem during that kind of situation, and mostly what do help people. If a person has just planted maybe something like a cassava, do help during that kind of period. So as you can take a look, here we have our maize. It's just running to the far end. There is some bananas there. So after we plant this kind of maize, I do pick maybe a little maize and take them to the market, where I do add some amount to pay for my siblings in school, and the one that I do got from YouTube. So the one that has just left is the one that do spend at my home, like food stuff. But also we do plant something like cassava. I do appreciate for my mom, because she has never ever left behind the cassava or the sweet potato. So my mom do plant things like cassava during that kind of situation, do help in terms of anger position, anger season. So like right now, she was, because we were having a cassava that was just running from that position. I remember, if people that were just following me, who are just watching the video right now, they know that this kind of the cassava was just from that position. Also there were the one that was just at that far end there, but the one that was just far end there, it was being finished. I think they had a season. Yeah, they had a season. So also my mom just repeat it and plant there cassava and also sweet potato is just at that position, even although it's somehow bush. Somebody is just calling. Yes, hello. Mambo vipi? Nilikuwa nauliza ile mattress yako inunua pesa ngapi? Ehe. 3K. Inakuwaga ngapi kwa ngapi? 4 by 6 sawa. Ah. So there is a person that I want to promote with a mattress, so I was just confirming the price so that during the time that I'll be able to purchase it, because there is one of the mama I visit yesterday. It was kinda in a terrible situation, so I have to purchase a mattress. So I was just confirming the price. So these are the cassava that it is just into this segment here. It is somehow bushy, and guys, these are because of during the time of accident and whatever, I was to deal with this, but also my hand is just very soon. Can take a look very soon. Is that this kind of the finger, it's quite difficult to be twisted or to use with a lot of energy, but very soon you can take a look. There is some cassava here, but it's just quite kind of bush. It's just quite kind of bush. Also there is a sweet potato at that position, so this kind of cassava needs to be weeded, and that's why maybe at a government will be able to harvest something. So my mom was just complaining about the cassava is being stolen. You can take a look. There is some of you can take a look. This kind of cassava stick is just here. So the cassava is just being stolen. I don't know how I wanna just deal with this, and this one I cannot take it to the police because you never know the person, but the real things is I'll be having to check every time here and then, and take a look. Like this one is just fresh like yesterday, although it's just raining, it is fresh. It's just fleshy. So what I'll be just needed here is to be checked, and also maybe I will be able to see for somebody who will be just inspiring me, looking for this kind of our food stuff, because this is what we do take it as food stuff. Ooh, see, the nice work was just running here. The nice work was just running here. These are fantastic, and guys, this kind of situation, it has just been do repeated seasonal. This kind of flowing of water. This is not a river, and we're gonna not talk about that. It was just raining. It was raining. It's just raining yesterday during the time of it was 5 yesterday, 5 evening yesterday. But and take a look, these are clean water that usually land here seasonally, so it will reach to the time where also it will stop. But I do being sympathize with this kind of water. When it's sat like that, you're gonna find we are just taking a walk until to our banana there, heading to home, and we will be able to see. You're gonna find that you can find a mudfish into that particular place. I do wonder where is it coming from. It's somehow kinda hitting my mind a little bit. So guys, as you can take a look here, we plant some napier grass to make sure that we are just covering this kind of a place, because there was a channel of water was just running into this position, which was just cause soil erosion. So I think this kind of planting of napier grass alongside here. It will be kind of helpful, and also it will be helpful to our calf at my home guys. Yeah, so let's use this kind of wood. So I have to put someone who will be just supervising in case I'll be caught somebody. Now he will be able to suffer the expenses. Yeah, you can take a look. There is some water that is just running. Ooh, you can take a look even how my leg is just my leg tried to sink. Try to sink. So let's run. This is our maize, guys, and it's needed to be weeded the second time. The first time it was being weeded, also it's needed to be weeded also the second time, guys. Also the second time to be needed to be weeded, and also we top dress the fertilizer, which is a CAN. I said there is a huge what? Huge much production from our bananas, guys. The one that are just at my home, you can take a look. The one like this one, the one that are just from my home, it's kind of produce a huge banana. Woohoo! And take a look to this farmland. And take a look. So I will be just counting. Woo, like this one. Look like this one. But our place usually most is the banana usually being stolen. I remember the time that we're having the one for, how can we call it? Is it matoke? The one to be cooked, the one for cooking. It was being used to be stolen, and this is the real fact. But we found a solution, which I will not mention it here, but I see it usually work. Because since that kind of situation after happening, then we apply such kind of an information. Have ever seen that kind of a situation? My mom do usually harvest bananas from this position here, and take it to my home. So this is some nursery bed for the sukuma wiki, and also we have light black shade. Just make sure that veggies is not disturbing at my home. And we do apply manure from the rabbits, goats. We have goats at my home. Have rabbit at my home. Also we have cows and the chicken. Take a look. Every position it has got a banana. You can take a look. Also that one. Also this position. Ooh. Also this. For the people who usually like bananas or come or purchase for the bananas and the whatever for selling, maybe if you are watching this kind of the video, just it's from near Bohanse, guys. Maybe you can just visit to Mogesi, then you'll be able to get a banana, enough banana, because we have a lot of banana right now that has just been almost to be harvested. So this is the guava plant. It has got much of the fruits here. And take a look. All lights. The pineapple is just nicely progressing, guys. Every banana it has got. Every place it has got a banana. You see? And this is to make sure that have much of the veggies here. This is the local one. This is the local veggies. So I see some beautiful nice one for the rabbit. Even although there is a lot of food stuff for the rabbit at my home, I wanna just pick the younger one, you know. Rabbit do like young one, the one that is just soft, the one that is just soft. I take it to the rabbit. Guys, there is things I used to have a lot of rabbit, and since I have just sell, since I said the rabbit I have just sell like 7 of them. Not 7, I've just sell like 10 of them that I got at a profit of 3,000 Kenyan shillings since, and the project I started with the 7,000. Is it 7,000? Yeah, 7,000. The project of rabbit, where I managed to purchase 7 rabbit, and after purchasing them, they come and reproduce until I got almost 100 rabbits. Where much of the people, they were just coming to ask, Mogesi, maybe at a given moment I'll be coming for rabbits. So nowadays they do come. Well, found me with 4 rabbits. They do find me with the 4 rabbits, since the other rabbits were being eaten, and some of the rabbits were being stolen with villagers. You know, much of the people, they do like the meat from the rabbits. But what I'm sure of, my gargles is very disturbing, guys. What I'm sure of, guys, is that also that kind of project is just going to be successful. Yeah. I wanna go, guys. Let's go. This is an okra plant. This is an okra. There is a lot of okra here. This is a part of making of mulenda. I don't know how I wanna just call it mulenda, because since I didn't manage to take agriculture. Because I take it that agriculture is something that you can, maybe something that you surely know. Yeah, practically agriculture, I know much of the things about it, because why sometimes I know how to handle with some animals issue and whatever. But there is kind of situation. And take a look of our shamba. This kind of the maize are quite different. The one that you see that are just reddish, they are not being applied fertilizer, but we are just taking weeding. You can take a look, we have already managed to weed. So the rest that has just remaining, there is fertilizer at my home. Maybe I think by tomorrow I'll be able to apply the fertilizer. So we are being checked from our shamba and how the things are just moving, to make sure that at a given moment we'll be able to get a clear picture and a clear movement on what we are just going to do, because such kind of a production that are just being stolen, so they have to not to create. Even I remember there is a say that one day Congrats Dad was just talking about, because Ernesto's cow was just feeding from the Congrats Dad shamba. You know, Congrats Dad shamba he purchased from Ernesto. So he asked them, how can you just give birth to the kids that you know that you cannot take care of? So I think maybe you'll just quote on that. You'll be just quoting on that. Also here we have Spanish needle. Spanish needle. This is usually given for the young rabbit. Young rabbit. All right. Guys, there is some arrangement of the electricity that is just running to the village. You know, last time where there were some heavy machine was being operated from Atayamal. So right now the movement that is just moving is not that best one, but it has just hindered much of the people in mind, because the way now electricity is just moving, because the electricity just come to until to my uncle, the one that is just, he has, I don't know his heart how it is, but the electricity has just reached to that Chief Matikos, the one that has Chief Matikos built the house. Yeah, maybe we're gonna just take a clear of that picture. And the way he was just talking about, oh, never let Mogesi have that kind of electricity. But the little things is things is going to change, because since I started this kind of project of building, he was just jealous on me. That's why even that kind of moment he stopped. He was just stopping me from transferring the stone, all the material from his place. So okay, the electricity is just into this position. I think if you are clean, you are just seeing the post is just light there. It's just quite light there. So right now there is some of the electricity just conducted, and it was being told that it cannot reach into this position because of jealousy. And this is how things is just moving. And maybe soon I'll be able to see on how when I just put a solar panel into my home, since because we have some dark during the night season, night session and whatever. Attention, attention, fantastic, attention, fantastic. Guys, who has ever missed that kind of the moment? Because I used to have much of the rabbit into this position. When I was just started praying with them a secret agenda, much of the people, they were just liking for that moment. But nowadays I have just left with the 4 rabbits. So right now, as we are just talking here, here there is 3 rabbits. I don't know one where it is. I don't know one rabbit where it is. He's here. Let me chase it outside. So guys, right now as we are just speaking here, I've just left with the 4 male and not 2 male and 2 male and 2 female. This one are just shocking, because you're trying your best. Come on, fantastic. Yes guys, we're gonna end this kind of the video here, and thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please let's go by subscribing to this channel, so that we will be able to get amazing and fantastic moments. It's through your support and through your motivation that made me to come up with the best moment, best content. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, let's meet to the next position. Bye bye.